Robbo, what impressed you most in a record-breaking ANZAC Day victory?
Just commitment to task. Play the system. We've been working hard to play our style of footy, and then the rewards come on the back of that. So to do that, both from an offense and defensive point of view, transitions, all of it, it was just it was really good to see the consistent intensity of the guys.
12 months ago, I think Sam Walker was playing at Wentworth Park. It's been a long journey. How proud of him were you today? Yeah,
it was great to watch him go out there, and as I said, I thought Brandon, Sam, Kez, and Teddy, drove the team in the system, and then the freedom comes on the back of that, and then Sam, he does that to us every day that we train. If the fullback sort of comes into the line, he'll pull you apart, and it was great to see him do that. Plus also the goal kicking, such a key part of that as well.
You see young playmakers, young players in general, they kick stones when they don't get picked. He kicked the Dragons to death today. What does it say about a young man to have that attitude to the game on such a big stage? As you said, to see fullbacks in the line, to just chip and chase like that. What does it say about him?
He sees the game slightly differently. And the NRL sort of demands that you adhere to some rules, but then also it also gives you freedom if you want to play on the back of those, if you can see it. And a lot of guys don't. And Sam's out of the box when it comes to seeing where defensive lines are and numbers and fullbacks and all of that. And when players are moving for you and he can see them, he can really tear them apart. So it was just an amazing day at that, plus also some of the other kick tries as well.
The other thing people forget, Teddy, he was out for 2 games with the head knock. How different did it feel with him out there?
He owned the game with, which is what we want from him as a young half. We want him to control the team and, the instinctive stuff, the kicking, and he sees the game really well. So that's he's been doing it at training for years now. But I think just the next step for him is owning the team as our half, and he did it in different ways today. But he's always improving. And it's first game back and missing a couple of weeks, and he didn't miss a beat.
Execution-wise, Teddy, you were really frustrated last week, and just having that final piece of the puzzle, the feeling out there of it all coming together. Can you describe it?
I think everyone just played their role.
Yeah.
Everyone we spoke about it. We just wanted to work together, whether it was attack or defence or transition, whatever we were doing, it was just together. And like Robert said after the game, everyone just did their job so well. And when we all do that at a high level, that's when we can put on points like that.
How's his halves partner, Robbo? Luke Keary looked like he stayed down with a knee injury late.
No, it was just I think he sort of rolled over his ankle. I think it was when Sewer or I forget who. Anyway, he just rolled over his ankle a little bit. I don't know. He's hobbling a bit there, so we just have to check on that tomorrow morning.
What did you make of your back rowers? I know you've got a plethora at your disposal, but Angus has been in strong form since he got back, and that was probably Nat's best game of the year as well.
Definitely. Angus was really strong, and again, his ability to run lines, but then his also ability to move into space today was really good. And then Nat, it was just, he was going to get dropped to the bench for this game, that before the game, and Rads was going to start there, and then he knew he was out of form, and then he obviously got a reprieve there with Rads coming out, and it's a credit to him to be able to handle that, understand it, and then come back in and play the way he did. I was really, really proud of Nat. He's a really good defensive player, but he's got those attributes in attack when he lets himself open up. And it was just, I think he picked up a ball from dummy half, he chased a kick, he changed angles. There was a lot of different styles to his game. It was great to see.
What about his brother Egan? Filled a role. Did you know he could pass like that?
Well, Egan's the more fancy of the brother, but again, I think it just typified, if you work hard, you will get freedom, and that's what everybody can do on the back of that. And that the game typified that today. And Egan to go out there and do it on the left edge, he played there in a reserve grade game. He had to go there because of an injury a few weeks ago. So we had Siwa and Egan there, and then Egan was outstanding there, and then also again just the confidence to play. Can't always have those games, but you want to strive for that confidence.
Ted,
With Gus, he's had a disrupted year or so, but is he starting to get back to his best football?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I definitely think so. He's been really consistent. Probably dropped off a little bit for his standards last week, but he's been really confident in himself, building a really good combination with Kez. There's a real trust there, and then great game.
Teddy, we saw Connor Watson start at lock and then finish at dummy half. I think kept Brandon on the bench. How much have you missed having a guy like that for the past couple of years? Just that versatility.
Yeah, he's just Connor's just a footy player. Wherever he's playing, he played 5'8" last week. He was lock, hooker. He's just a footy player. So when he gets his hand on the ball, he can create a lot of opportunities for us. Obviously that ruck speed, that leg speed for us. So yeah, he's obviously had a tough journey last year. Missed the whole year, and he hasn't missed a beat since he's came back. So it's really good to have him back in the team playing well.
What's the injury we picked? I know it's a hamstring, but is he out for a bit? What's the prognosis?
Well, he wanted to play today, so I'm hoping he'll get there this week, next week. He played with it probably a month last year, the back end of the year. He played through one, so I know he can handle how to manage that. Some people don't know how to manage it, and he manages it well. So, but I'd like him to be 100% at this time of the season. So we'll be pushing for Friday, but we'll see.
What about Tubes?
Again, it's a bit of bone bruising. So again, it just depends how quickly he recovers from that. So it's I'd be expecting a couple of weeks.
And Jinko today.
Yeah, tricep. So that's not good news. So that'll be a few months, I'd say.
There was a pretty prominent concussion in the game. I know you've had a lot of issues with that recently in sort of the last couple of years as well. Is there something that needs to be really done there? Because that after kick-off is bad, and the head-on-head, I know you watch a lot of Super League where the rules have been changed around that, and it's had a real impact. I think 75% fewer this year as a result.
Yeah, it's a really hard one, I love kick-offs. I think, that set a statement to how we wanted to play today. But we don't want to see that as well from Moses. So, yeah, it's a really hard one for me. I think I think we can see we're getting to the point that needs to shift. They tried to do it through the short kickoffs. It's not enough. Field position is still a really big part of the game, so you need to get down there. So I think we're getting closer to a change soon there.
You mentioned Egan before. How impressed were you with the other three guys coming off the bench today?
Yeah, I thought pretty good. Fahu, not too bad. Terrell, I reckon he's such a good player. I reckon he's got just that little bit more. And then Siwa, it was great to get him back in. So it's for Siwa to come back in. He came and made an impact actually straight away. He came in and supported, pushed, carried. I think we got a try not a couple of minutes after him being on, so it was a nice impact there.